Hello everybody, this is Nuzcraft and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. We are gonna be venturing into high rank today. At least I think so. So our mission is to depart on an expedition. And we spoke to the handler last week, or last time, I guess it was about a week ago that I last played. I will say that we have done a couple things in the meantime. In terms of equipment. So we have Magdamanus, which is our Zora Magdaros charge blade, but I've also gone through and upgraded almost all of the other charge blades that we have available, just so that I have them ready to continue their upgrade paths as we move into high rank. Creating new weapons and following up on the weapon trees is one of my favorite things about Monster Hunter. So I'm excited to keep up with this and have lots of different weapons to choose from when fighting specific monsters. So that's good. We did not upgrade our armor at all. I think we're going to be okay. But as we get into high rank, we will be crafting some new pieces as we go. Let's make sure our items are okay. And I will go upstairs to grab some food. Make sure we've got our fertilizer going. Let's do our growth. Perfect. I am fertilizing ivy so that I can make some nets, so that I can make some pitfall traps. It's one of the things that I'm running out of. Alright, let's get some food. Attack up small is pretty good. And we're good to go. So we're going to go to the Wildspire Waste. And we see that there's a Pookie here at the Wildspire Waste. That is the monster that we're going to presumably fight. Because it has switched habitats, right? So as hunters, we're trying to kind of take care of the ecosystem.
It's been a while since we've done this, huh? Want to start by taking a stroll around?
Yeah, we can stroll around. And so the idea is that something is out of balance with the ecosystem, and we're here to check it out. I need to get used to the controls. Circle is how you pick stuff up. So the handler mentioned taking a look at the forested area. That's this area up here, area 2. It's where we first saw the Rathian. And I believe we've fought some other things over here. At some point we'll want to chase the doodles so that we can get the shield spire from the felines or from the grimalkins. But right now we are just kind of looking for some tracks of some sort. Here we go, Pookie footprints. And down here...
Hey! This is a Rathian trail. Wait, what? That can't be right. Something's wrong.
So if you remember, Rathian was green. But these scales don't look green. They look to be a different color. That is important.
A Puke? What in the new world is it doing here?
These Gajalakas are kind of fun. They'll de-aggro soon. Ooh. Got some Dragonite. Here's our...
It's acting weird. What's going on?
Alright, we're gonna fight this Pookie. Didn't want to do that.
Watch yourself.
Right, we've got our red shield. If you saw that little explosion, that is from our blast. Ooh. Let's see if we can do this. Perfect. Oh yeah, buddy. Hello. Let's try and break your face. Yep, so the way the blast weapons work is as you attack, they build up the blast status on the monsters, and if you build up enough, you can cause an explosion that does some significant damage. It is really good at breaking parts, and it does the same amount of damage regardless of the part that it hits. So you can use it to hit really hard parts. Hey, look at that. We broke the tail and knocked it out of sleep. And then we knocked it over. So we are going to try and charge this up. And then get a super amped element discharge. Boom, 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 boom. Which is very fun. Now it is angry. See if we can get this off. We got some of it. Oh, and we knocked it out. We are at yellow sharp, so that means we can charge this up. It'll give us Mind's Eye. Let's try and come here. Gonna get hit by that, that's okay. I think it's gonna run away now. Yes, it's gonna run away. And it did drop 2 pods. Means that we should be able to capture it. And yes, we could see on the little mini-map. Oh, there was a sparkly over here and I didn't pick it up. I must have lost it. We can see on the mini-map that it has a little skull icon next to it, which means it's ready for capture. And so we're picking up some more of these old scales. From the Rathian, we're going to carve this tail. And notice how we got a Pookie Pookie Scale Plus. That is the high rank part.
Are you okay? We should head back and report to the commander.
Yes, we should head back and report to the commander. So we are going to do that. Grabbed a few toadstools, that should be fine. That means we can come in here, not in here. Ooh. Just notice something. Notice at the very top right, it says high rank. This is a high rank expedition, which means that the Baroth and Diablos that are here are high rank Baroth and Diablos. They're going to be a lot stronger than the ones that we've already fought, especially the Diablos. And then down here we can track the Grimalkines if we wanted to. But I didn't actually mean to do that. I wanted to come here and return from the expedition. So we can talk to the commander. Now for parts, we can see that we got a Pookie Pookie Sack Plus. It's rarity 6. This is the beginning of our high rank parts. So these parts will allow us to create better armor, stronger weapons potentially, and it's just good. This is our introduction into high rank, which is when the game starts getting a little bit more difficult and a little bit more interesting. So we got Pookie Pookie Sac Pluses, Pookie Pookie Carapace, Toxin Sacs, which are the advanced form of Poison Sacs, Monster Keen Bones, which will come from some high rank monsters, Poogie Poogie Scale Plus, Bird Wyvern Gems. So these are gems that can come from a lot of bird wyverns. It's rarity 7, which means it's a little bit more difficult to get than the rarity 6 stuff. And then a Pookie Pookie Tail. Notice that the tail is rarity 4, and I already have 3 of them. That's because some things like tails can come from both low rank and high rank monsters. It's always a little bit disappointing to get the low rank part from the high rank monster, and it's even more disappointing when you get into G rank or master rank and get the low rank parts.
Let's begin this emergency council session.
But all in all, that was a pretty good Pookie hunt, especially for high rank. We don't have any high rank armor, but we are using a high rank weapon, which is good.
I've received some alarming news.
What is your alarming news, sir?
The field team reports that they're observing a shift in monster behavior, namely invading other territories.
That was us. We saw Pookie. Killed it.
On top of this disturbing information is the sudden appearance of older and more powerful monsters.
Older and more powerful
Much more
monsters.
powerful than the types of monsters we're used to seeing around here.
I guess that's the explanation for the monsters being high rank, is that they're older.
A number of hunters have already been hurt, some with very serious injuries. And I believe the 5th has more information they'd like to add.
Yes, sir. The other day, we discovered a strange trail in the Wildspire Waste.
Yeah, it was like Rathian scales, but they were the wrong color.
My opinion is that it belongs to a Rathian, but I'm not 100% sure. The size and other distinctive traits are there, but something is off.
Like the color.
Monsters are growing more powerful. And now, we might even have a new species on our hands. I highly doubt this is a coincidence.
Sir, what do you suggest we do, Commander?
Our damn jobs. We're a research commission. Get to researching.
No need to get snippy, Commander. Eat some lunch or something, buddy.
We need to achieve 2 things.
What are those 2 things?
First, those dangerous monsters need to be taken care of. I'll be sending our best teams to each area.
You only have one best team, and it's me.
Second, we need to pick up where the 5th left off and gather more evidence on that new monster.
And by we, you
While you're
mean
out
me.
there, keep your eyes peeled for any clues.
I will.
Understood, sir. We won't let you down.
Good, but exercise extreme caution. These monsters are nothing like the ones you've encountered before. Dismissed.
That's kind of true, and kind of not. They have a lot of the same moves. Except high rank expeditions and optional quests to gather Rathian tracks and discover the true nature of this enigmatic monster. Collect enough tracks to complete quests to obtain research points. Once you have enough points, report back to ecological research and select special investigations. A new assigned quest will be issued. Sightings of more powerful monsters have been reported throughout the New World. Take on high rank quests and expeditions to investigate. Quests with a rank of 6-star or higher are considered high rank. Quests with red stars with a red star will feature very powerful monsters. High rank expeditions, we can ensure high rank is selected on the world map. Discovering a monster during a high rank expedition or quest will unlock that monster's optional quest. Superior materials can be carved from the fearsome monsters found in high rank quests and expeditions. And we can take those to the smithy. Heyo.
Evidence across the continent. Rathian or not, we need to find that monster. And listen up.
Okay, partner. We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail. We should check every region. You can go on an expedition or an optional quest. Take your pick.
Come on. Register some bounties. Small monster culling is fine. Mushrooms, bird wyvern capture. Awesome. So we don't have this special delivery stuff yet. We still need to search for those Rathian tracks, and we'll probably do a little bit of that today. First, we're going to go to the smithy and take a look at the armor. We can talk to you, Armory. Hey, you're just the hunter I was looking for. I'm working on a new specialized tool, but I need the materials.
All right.
Right, they want us to make a delivery for the waterproof mantle. And we need some Geratotus stuff plus. Perfect. We won't do that now. So, Fiver, how ya been? Things have gotten interesting around here. Materials from those powerful monsters have started making their way back to Astera. I'm working on integrating those materials into the weapons and armor we craft here at the smithy. While you're here, take a look at the equipment tree. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. Oh, and this is for you. It's a decoration. Some of the equipment made with powerful monster materials have slots where you can attach decorations like this one. Decorations can contribute to an equipment skill or even add new ones. Why not give it a whirl? So what are we hammering together this time? And we got an attack jewel 1. This is a pretty important part of high rank, and so we'll talk about it when we get a chance. So, under Forge Equipment, we can look at Charge Blades. We have no new Charge Blades, which is fine. But when we look at Armor, we now see that we have 2 tabs at the top. We have high rank, and we have low rank. And all the high rank stuff is blue, and it takes stuff that we don't have, like Carbonate ore. We also have alpha and beta versions, which kind of look the same and kind of look a little bit different. Alpha, beta, alpha, beta. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff here for us to go into. I wanted to see if there was anything that we could make from the Pookie, and there is not. We are missing a bunch of Pookie stuff. The Pookie armor looks pretty cool, especially the alpha version. I like the alpha headpiece. We can technically make the Zora alpha and beta carapace, or a hide, and so we're probably going to do that, actually, because that's like a really nice piece of armor. And if we compare it to and if we compare it to the bone mail that we have, it's a defense upgrade of 20 points. We're going to do that. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now we have a new piece of armor. And now, what we can do is we can actually set decorations. So decorations, like that attack jewel the smithy gave us, are items with skills that can be added to equipment, but they don't necessarily provide a defense value. So they're kind of like a piece of equipment, but they're extra bits that you add to the equipment that you already have. Each equipment can have slots in it, and each jewel has its own slot level. So specific decorations have a specific level. The higher level decorations are more powerful, and each slot can have a specific level. Higher level slots can hold higher level decorations. So what you want to get is a lot of slots with a lot of levels. Our Zora Hide Beta has a level 2 slot, is what they call it. So it can hold up to a level 2 jewel. And then we see that we have 2 jewels in our bag. We have an attack jewel, which is a level 1 jewel, and it'll give us attack +3. Go ahead and get that going. And we also have an Earplug Jewel Plus, which is a 4-slot jewel, and we don't have any place where we can put this. You don't get 4-slot. You don't get level 4 slots until Master Rank. So yeah, so this gives us a way to increase our. This gives us a way to do a lot of things. First of all, we're going to increase our defense by 20, which is a lot. That's the equivalent of adding a whole new low rank armor piece on. And we're going to need that defense. It gives us a new skill, Blast Attack level 2, which is going to do a lot for our weapon, which is a blast weapon. It's going to give us 10% blast buildup and a bonus of +10. So that is really good. And then we're able to put in a jewel, which is attack boost level 1, which will give us an extra 3 attack on our weapon. Right, we're going to look at upgrading, and we can see from the little exclamation points that we now have access to a few new parts of the trees. So our Garen Strongarm 1 could upgrade to a Garen Strongarm 2. The high rank part here is the quality bone. And so getting some quality bones and an Odogaron plate would allow us to make this upgrade. Notice that it's rarity 5. It's that same blue color as our high rank armors. The Zora piece that we have on is rarity 6, so it's a little bit stronger, but the initial high rank armors are rarity 5. And you can see in the sharpness level, it has blue sharpness. So now that we're in high rank, we can get access to blue sharpness, which is even sharper than green and gives us a bigger attack boost while we're in that sharpness level. We don't have access to craft any of this stuff yet. For Diablos, Monster Keen Bones are the high rank part that we now have access to, and for the Hardbone Strongarm 1, it's the Monster Bone pluses and the Quality Bones. And then it looks up here for Legiana's Everfrost Blade, the Carbolite Ore and the Shamos Scale pluses are high rank parts that we could get to upgrade that weapon. For Wrath's Blade 2, it's the Inferno Sac, which we can get from other fire monsters besides just Rathalos and Rathian. And then for ore, we need Dragon Vein crystals and Carbolite to make this one stronger. And so those are some things that we're going to be working towards as we go. For the Zora Magdaros blade, we don't know what we need yet. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go take a quest. I'm going to take an optional quest in high rank. We can fight another Pookie. Or we can do an investigation. I think I don't really want to fight another Pookie in the same mission, like in the same episode, so I think we're just going to go do an investigation and call it good. We might fight a monster that we find, if that works for you.
Working hard?
Fiber Bro over here, always eating. Wants us to get him some stuff. Meowscular Chef wants us to deliver 4 forgotten fossils in the Rotten Vale. We are just gonna grab some food, restock our traps. Then we're going to go out and investigate. We could go pretty much anywhere, but I kind of want to go to the Coral Highlands. So that's where we're going to go. We'll go to the northeast camp. No. We'll go to the southern camp. Now that I think about it, the northeast camp is maybe a little bit more likely to have tracks. We have a high rank Tzitzi-Yaku and a high rank Legiana on this map. And so maybe we go after the Tzitzi-Yaku. Oh, I thought I got you. There we go. So I wanted to hit some Kelby because I feel like they can give some high rank stuff that we need. Ooh, there's some old Rathian footprints. White liver is not it. High quality pelts, yep.
It's that mystery monster's trail again.
We're gonna need some of those at some point. Alright, so we are gonna go after the Tsitsi and see what we can find along the way. More of these footprints. Now that we're in a high rank locale, we need to do a lot of our gathering all over again. Here's some of those quality bones that we were looking for. We still get some of the low rank bones, because you always kind of need those. We need Shamos, so we might as well take out some. Ooh, and it looks like... Keep doing that, out of habit. It looks like CT is coming our way. Oops. Well, I guess we're fighting CT now. Alright, pop him in here. Get our red shield. See if we can get up. Oh, that was a good one. We're gonna wound up this head. Messing up all my inputs. There we go, that's what I wanted. There we go. Let's go ahead and wound your body. Ooh, that was not good. I need to do these attacks and not get hit by his stinking feet. And eventually, it'd be nice to be able to carve some of these Shamos, because we need them. And I need to sharpen my weapon. Ooh, here we go. Oh, that was okay, I guess. Get some damage in here on the head. Ooh. Perfect. This is where the Rodamon weapon for the Palico does a lot of work. We gotta put to sleep. Get to carve this one Shamos. Got a Shamos hide plus. We lost our red shield, which is not great. But we can still do did pretty good damage, and it knocked it out. And we broke the head. That's not too bad at all. We got some more Rathian footprints.
Mystery monster's trail. We're doing good.
We're doing good. Alright. I'm going to gather these bones, and then we are going to chase the beast. Well, looks like there are some Rathian tracks over here. A bunch of them. A bunch of these Shamos are back, but I'm not really that interested. I had to jump out of the way for that. It didn't quite work. Did not mean to do that. There's one pawn. Maybe we can get a ride. Presumably after this ride we'll have a nice knockdown. And we can get our super amped element discharge off. Maybe get it down into oh, there's a second pod. We should be able to trank bomb it now. And that is it. We have captured a Tsutsuyaku. So now we can return from our expedition. We should have a Tsutsuyaku optional quest and a Tsutsuyaku capture quest available to us. And we got some Tsutsuyaku right parts. Hide, scales, claws, photophores. All good things, all good things. Kind of noticed our new blast attack doing some work.
We need to find more of our mystery monster's trail. We should check every region. You can go on an expedition or an optional quest. Take your pick.
Let's talk to the hot-blooded fourth. Want to help me put a smile on the face of the old lady at Botanical Research? There's a few deliveries that we can get them done. She says we'll help speed up her study of fertilizers for the ancient tree. I'll take care of the rest, as long as you handle this one. Thanks and good luck. Hey, look. They want a Tsutsuyaku photophore. We can do that. Look at that. We captured a large bird wyvern. Large monster hunt. It's good. Completed delivery. Perfect. We got thick summoner jelly, which is good fertilizer for insects and honey at the botanical garden. Alright, so if we look at quests, what we should see now, yep, we've got the high rank Pookie Pookie quest. This is the chef's quest for the 4 forgotten fossils. This is the Tsitsi-Yaku that we can hunt. We don't have a special arena quest yet for Tsitsi-Yaku, and that's a little bit unfortunate. If we look here, is there anything additional that we can upgrade based on Tsitsi? No. But if we look at Forge Armor, we can see the Tsitsi high rank armors, which have, it looks like the Alpha has Blindsider and Stun Resistance on the head, Constitution and Water Attack on the male, Stun Resistance and Wide Range on the Vambraces, Wide Range and Water Attack on the Coil, and Sleep Resistance on the Greaves. Stun Resistance is a really great skill when you get into upper high rank, and monsters can do a lot more stun damage. It is particularly good against Tsitsi, because Tsitsi's flashes is basically a stun. So if you can, if you're fighting a lot of Tsitsi-Yaku, then having more Tsitsi-Yaku armor is good. Wide range makes it so that when you heal your friends. Blindsider, I think, makes your flash pods do more stuff. Yeah. So that's the Tsitsi stuff. Now, Tsitsi-Yaku, the beta gear, you'll notice is a little bit different. And so this is the main difference between alpha and beta. Is alpha will usually have more skills, more armor skills, but the beta will reduce the skills and give you more slots. So you can see here, instead of Blindsider and Stun Resistance, the beta has Blindsider and 1 empty slot. So you can put something else in there besides Stun Resistance. Constitution and Water Attack 2. This is Constitution and then 2 empty slots. So usually the way that high rank works is that in early high rank, you're kind of picking, you're a little bit more likely to pick alpha sets because you don't necessarily have the gems to fill the beta sets. But once you get into later high rank and into master rank, you will have played enough to get the gems, which is kind of like an RNG type thing, so that you can fill up these slots with the skills that you actually care about, right? If you don't care about stun resistance, then having an empty level 1 slot is better than having stun resistance. Same thing with like Water Attack 2. If you don't need Water Attack 2, having 2 empty slots is pretty good, because then you could always put Water Attack 2 in there if you wanted to, provided you have the gems. So that's how gems work. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Next time we will hopefully have already gathered all of the question mark Rathian tracks, and we'll be moving on to the next part of high rank. So see you around.